Welcome to Thunder Weekly, sponsored by Eskridge Lexus,
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet, Sam's Optical, Sun and Ski Sports, RV General Store, Fit Circle. Now here's your hosts, Rick Heath and Mark Rogers.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Thunder Weekly. I'm Rick Heath. With me, Mark Rogers. Mark, we are camping out today at RV General Store. Great place to be. We got all the relaxing area. We got our little camp table here, our fire and marshmallows. I mean, it's a lot of fun here at RV General Store. Great place, great selection of RVs, camper trailers, and fifth wheel trailers here. RV General Store on right off I-44 next to Tri-Cities area. You got to come out and see this wonderful selection. Home of the lifetime warranties, so you can't beat it. Come by RV General Store if you're looking for RV, travel trailers, or fifth wheel.
I'd like to congratulate you on your posture, first of all. I'm kind of laid back here and relaxed, but you are the perfect posture.
Well, I don't know if it's perfect, but that's the only way I can sit and, and move forward with my thought process.
All right.
So, but see, you're the king of relax.
I may recline even more.
Yeah, you're the king of relax here, and that's what we're supposed to. We're camping.
That's exactly right.
We're
got the fire there with us.
We're
awesome.
camping out here. Anyway, somebody else that's getting ready to go camping is the Thunder.
They are, yes.
And whether it's summer camping in the Bahamas or wherever, unfortunately, instead of having another playoff match against the Cleveland Cavaliers, they got beat by the Warriors. And an absolute great 7-game series between the Thunder and the Warriors.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people talk about it as an epic collapse. It's been since 1981 since a team had lost in the finals that way. There have been teams that have lost series leads when they've led 3-1. What happened one time last year when the Rockets in the Clippers series. But I think you got to point out something, that in the regular season, the Warriors were 18 games better than Oklahoma City. And I think it's important to note how good the Warriors were, that they were the best team historically in the NBA. They're a defending champ, so it's not like they just came out of nowhere and it's a fluke. And that Oklahoma City raised the level of its play to where they could compete and beat San Antonio and then compete with that team in Golden State. I don't think it was to me not an epic collapse. It was a team that really stepped up and played a lot better in the postseason.
Well, remember back when Michael Jordan played against the Bad Boys from Detroit. Took him 3 times before he actually took them down. And then look, they went on 5 straight runs for the championship. So, it's a matter of learning how. I think Kevin Durant, if and when he comes back, Russell Westbrook and the rest of them will be better for being in that situation, knowing what they did, because they could have played better in Game 6. They really could at the last part. I think that's the only time that I was disappointed in their play was that fourth quarter of Game 6. They had a chance to seize that series at home, and they didn't play their best, and I think that's the only thing you can criticize them for.
They went back and reverted to bad shot taking, isolation basketball, dribbling out the shot clock, not getting the other teammates involved, and that's part of the reason why they won 55 games in the regular season. Part of the reason why they played so well in the playoffs was they got their teammates involved and everyone else. That's the key going forward. If they can realize what they learned in the playoffs, take it to next year, then I think Oklahoma City's got a chance to win a championship.
One of the things that I enjoyed listening to Kevin Durant in his press conference afterwards, his post-press conference, was he said, hey, we should have won 65 to 67 games in the regular season. We know that now. We know what we have. So moving forward, they should be able to learn from that. And if KD comes back, which I think he will, I think they'll have a 60-plus win season next year.
Well, I think it's good. I hope Kevin Durant thinks that we didn't win 67 games because, hey, I turned the ball over a lot and I didn't share it, or Russell didn't share it. I mean, it's as much to do with the stars as it is the bench players, because I think once the bench guys got involved, it showed that they're capable.
Yeah, and now the KD watch begins.
It's officially on right now, and we're all waiting for July 1st.
That's right, and we're going to camp out while we're waiting for Kevin Durant's decision. Maybe not the whole month, but we're going to have a very comfortable time here at RV General Store out on I-44 in the Tri-Cities area. We'll be right back after this. Brown O'Haver, the adjusters for the insured. Just as Billy Donovan, coach for the Thunder, has to make the right call for the Thunder, you need to make the right call as well. If you sustain damage to your home or business by storms, you need to make the right call too. Brown O'Haver, adjusters for the insured. Brown O'Haver, with over 25 years experience in helping the insured, can help you settle your claim in an equitable manner. Don't settle for as low as 30 or 40 cents on the dollar. Get full value with expert help from Brown O'Haver adjusters for the insured. Don't settle for less. Call Brown O'Haver today.
Why have people trusted Sam's Optical for over 30 years for their eyeglass needs?
I think I'm the new kid on the block with Sam's. As a matter of fact, when I came here, I wasn't coming here to buy glasses. I was coming here to get some information to where the doctor's office was next door, and just the ambiance and the atmosphere. After they gave me the information I needed, I went to my eye doctor. Then I came back in and felt like I was at home.
Sam's Optical for over 30 years, bringing you the best prices and service at any of Sam's locations.
Hi, it's Sam at Louie's Grill and Bar, where we are famous for delicious burgers, like our new Deep South Burger, featuring sliced ham, smoky barbecue sauce, and fried green tomatoes. At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
Is this on? We good? What do you guys have?
What makes Knickelmeyer different? Don't you all just sell Chevys?
No, I really don't see it that way. I think we help people navigate their way through life. I mean, we help you get your kids safely to school. How else do you or your wife get to work and provide for your loved ones? Name me a better way to create memories with friends than on a road trip. Or with your family on their way to your son's first baseball game. How about something special like your daughter's graduation? Or home, just home. What makes us different, you ask? Family, friends, and Chevys. In that order.
Home, baby. We're going home.
And welcome back, Thunder Weekly. Rick Heath, Mark Rogers here from RV General Store. We are relaxing and having a nice time here. It's a great place to come, the home of the lifetime warranties with RVs, travel trailers, and fifth wheel trailers, all available. Great selection, and they've got a fantastic service department here at RV General Store. And they can take care of if you're looking to go out and have fun this summer and get away, then you need to come to RV General Stores first. Either get your RV serviced or trade that in and get a new one, and they've got a great selection of great RVs and fifth wheels. All right, we talked about the KD watch. Mark has begun. In his press conference after the season was over, he went and talked to Sam Presti. What do you think that conversation was like between he and Sam Presti?
Well, I think Sam Presti is probably telling Kevin Durant, look at the strides that we made in the playoffs. We kind of started to figure things out.
Now, is that standing up or on his knees?
Yeah. It's with a big smile on his face, I can tell you that.
Big smile on his face saying, hey, we did a great job. You're right.
We started figuring things out. We've got a 22-year-old center that could become one of the best players at his position in the NBA. We know that Enes Kanter going to develop, and we got a chance to do all that here together. And, of course, you know how we feel about you. We want you.
Well, another thing that Kevin Durant said is, hey, they built this, Sam Presti, Russell Westbrook, a roller rink. It's what Kevin said. I mean, that's where they practiced. It was basically the practice facility until they got their new one built. It wasn't an NBA style, practice facility to start. And so they've built it from nothing up to almost reaching the top. I think Kevin's really going to want to stay around and see the top of the mountain.
Well, I think it's impossible to say what Kevin wants. Only Kevin knows that. We can determine all we want what would be important to him. So I think I have to look at it from that point of view. So what is going to be important to Kevin, he said, is to play with good people and be in a situation to win. Yeah. So I look at this and say Oklahoma City's got a really, really good position to win. They've got Russell Westbrook. They do have this developing roster. They have a coach that really, I think, got the best out of them in the playoffs. Building it whatever's in the past, I'm not sure that matters as much to KD, or I would think. Oklahoma City's got the ability to offer him the most money. He's got the ability to, again, be on a team that has the best chance to win a championship. In my mind, now, if his mind it's Boston or it's San Antonio or someplace different, then that's going to go a long way. And I think that Kevin wants to figure out what's out there, what other opportunities he has. might be intriguing to him to look at. We saw the stuff sneak out about the Celtics, and here's a list of players that he would want to play with. Oklahoma City doesn't have that flexibility right now, and so maybe a team like that, it would work better with him. And if in his mind it does, I have no doubt he's going to be there next year. So makes a lot of sense for him to come back to Oklahoma City, but I don't think that by any stretch of the imagination he's just going to go mess around and then come back on July 1st and just X with the Thunder.
Well, I agree with you. But if you look at it, from using his own words, like you said, the best place to win a championship, if going to the Spurs, he can't be KD. Popovich is not going to let him be KD. He's going to have to be one of 5.
Well, I don't think Popovich is going to say that to him, because I think what Popovich would say is, this year we ran it through LaMarcus Aldridge. We've been a ball movement team, and I'm the great Greg Popovich. I've won a bunch of championships. If you want to win a championship, I know how to get you there, and we'll put you in an offense, and we'll put you on the same side of the floor as LaMarcus. You're going to get better shot opportunities. They're going to have to double him. They're going to have to double you. So I don't know that that's the case, and it's certainly not what he's going to hear when he goes to San Antonio.
Well,
San Antonio's a threat, I think.
Yeah, well, what Popovich told LaMarcus Aldridge is, welcome to San Antonio, go sit down. So I can imagine that happening to KD one time.
Yeah. Well, but he has that respect. He's the only guy in the NBA that can get away with it. It's worked.
Oh, I know.
The resume is there.
And if it comes down to later in Kevin's career where, he sees it slipping away and he wants to have it, I think maybe San Antonio might be. That's my personal opinion.
Right. I mean, it's tough. And again, Golden State would want to have him too. Yeah. I think that I don't see him joining a team that's already won a championship to just be the extra piece there. Now, I mean, maybe San Antonio would be a little bit different, but players want to be coached. If they win, that's all they want. I don't think they care what's said to them as long as they win games.
Hey, this segment was brought to you by Brown O'Haver, adjusters for the insured. If you have an insurance claim and you don't think you're getting a full refund from the insurance company, you need to call Brown O'Haver, and they will help you get the settlement you deserve. Give Alice and her crew and her group a call, and they will take care of you. That's Brown O'Haver, adjusters for the insured, brought you this segment. We'll be right back after this.
The first thing right off the bat I noticed is the maneuverability of it. The way I can throw that bike around is like I'm on my race bike. I can just throw it around for being such a big bike. The handling was, I think, really head to tail over any other bike I've rode.
I love it. I love the way it sits. I like the way it handles. I like the horsepower. I wish I'd have rode the Indian before I ever purchased my Harley. I'll be honest about it.
The handling is what's got me. For a cruiser tour bike, it's the handling. I want the black one.
So it's a straight black? Yeah. Out of all that I've ridden, I like this one right here. I'm going to see if I can't trade my Harley for one.
Yeah, we're going down dealership either tonight or tomorrow.
Why have people trusted Sam's Optical for over 30 years for their eyeglass needs?
I think I'm the new kid on the block with Sam's. As a matter of fact, when I came here, I wasn't coming here to buy glasses. I was coming here to get some information to where the doctor's office was next door, and just the ambiance and the atmosphere. After they gave me the information I needed, I went to my eye doctor. Then I came back in and felt like I was at home.
Sam's Optical for over 30 years, bringing you the best prices and service at any of Sam's locations.
At RV General Store, we've got rootin' tootin' RV bargains for you every day. 27-foot bunkhouse travel trailers, just $13,995 and $117 a month, any day. 28-foot double slide fifth wheels, just $27,995 and $199 a month, every day. And Vegas slide-out motorhomes, just $72,911 and $489 a month, today. Plus, over 150 RVs to pick through, and we're Oklahoma's only dealer with RV warranty forever. Rootin' tootin' RV bargains at RV General Store, where we make going fun.
Hi, it's Sam at Louie's Grill & Bar, where we are famous for delicious burgers like our new Deep South Burger, featuring sliced ham, smoky barbecue sauce, and fried green tomatoes. At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
And welcome back, Thunder Weekly. Rick Keith, Mark Rogers, camping out here at RV General Store in the Tri-Cities area, just off I-44. You got to come out, take a look at this great selection of fifth wheel trailers, travel trailers, and RVs, and it's the home of the lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, 100% parts and labor, no deductible. You can't get that anywhere else in Oklahoma, only at RV General Store. It's the home of the lifetime warranty, and you got to come out and take advantage of that. Also, Sun and Ski Sports, where you don't want to go outside without going to Sun and Ski Sports first. They got all the gear for this summer to make it worthwhile, and a great hiking, camping trip, water sports equipment. They've got all the clothing that you need to make this summer an outstanding summer for you. That's Sun and Ski Sports, 3 locations in Oklahoma, Woodland Mall in Tulsa, Sooner Mall in Norman, and on North May in Oklahoma City. Mark, let's talk about the team, and I want you to grade, and I'll grade along with you, but I want 2 grades. I want a regular season grade and a playoff grade.
Okay, I think this is pretty simple. Regular season grade, I'd said right after the loss the other night was a C-, but I'd upgrade it to C after further review. I think that was a little bit frustrating watching the team perform so well in the playoffs, knowing what they did in the regular season. Playoffs is an A. There's no question about it. Yeah,
no doubt about it.
They beat the Spurs, and they played well enough at Golden State. It's not ever been about a championship or bust for me. I mean, you have to look at each season. To say that they lose in 7 to the Warriors, I understand it. I see that the Warriors are a really good team. I think they made the most out of what they have.
All right, let's go individual players. Okay, and we'll start with A for Adams.
Adams. You want the season or you want the playoffs?
I want season, then playoffs.
Okay, I thought in the regular season he was a B, maybe a B-. He played well. I think that he made strides defensively. He got into less foul trouble than he did a year ago. He was more consistent. In the playoffs, I mean, he's an A. I mean, it takes a lot of A's to get to a cumulative A, and he's certainly one of those players that got an A in the postseason.
That's what I had. I had him at B- during the regular season. I mean, he showed great improvement. He learned how to stay on the court, not foul, as you said. And then his offense and his rebounding and his toughness. I mean, it was amazing how you could see him from game to game improve, get better, and the team around him get better. So I agree, a B- and an A. Robertson.
Robertson, regular season, I'd give him a D. I would say in the playoffs, he got a B+, maybe a B. D as in, he seems to get beat off the bounce a lot. Field goal percentage is just unacceptable for a starter in the NBA and a championship caliber team. And I think he needs to improve. I'm not one of his biggest fans, to be honest with you. I think he needs to be stronger around the basket, finish better. Obviously, he can shoot better. And the Thunder switching concept, he switches off a lot where his defense isn't helpful and he doesn't stay in front of his man very much. I think he can do a lot better.
All right, I got a C and a B. But the point that I want to go over with you and what you just made, he missed in that 7th game in the first quarter, he missed 4 bunnies. Right there where he was either a rebound and a putback or a layup or getting to the rim with the ball and couldn't finish. And that was crucial in not getting that Thunder bigger lead that might put the Warriors a little bit on their heels. And I think that's one of the things he's got to do. I mean, he's just not strong around the basket. You're right.
Right. Well, he needs more explosiveness because a lot of guys, they're his size and length, they're going to go up and throw it down on people. And that happened during the regular season. He's not a good finisher around the rim. His basketball skill primarily consists of rebounding and defending.
Yeah.
And he's got to do more than that.
In order to be a starter.
Yeah, I think in order to be a player.
Okay.
I mean, he's a rotational guy, I get, maybe off the bench, but he's more than that in this Thunder team this year. He played max minutes in playoffs.
Ibaka.
Regular season for Serge, I give him a C-. I didn't think that he was consistent at all. I think that there's a little bit of Billy Donovan to go around with that. I think there's a little bit of hero ball to explain it. I thought in the playoffs he was a B-. He was in some games. He's a perfect matchup for the Warriors. He switches and guards people, and he should have been out there a lot, contributing a lot. And he didn't necessarily make a difference in the series. So I'd say C- and B-.
I got a C- and a B+, only from the fact that he shot it great. You know, he lacked it a little bit here and there, and he wasn't really strong against the Spurs. He did better against the Warriors. So I got him at a C-, B+. Westbrook.
Westbrook is an A in the regular season. Westbrook is an A in the playoffs, and the criticism of Westbrook is ultra critical. I mean, he's such a sensational player. Sometimes we talk as much about his flaws rather than expel his virtues, which are great. You can't say anything other than Russell Westbrook. A, no matter if he needs to improve on his three-point shooting accuracy or pass the ball more consistently. A, regular season. A, playoffs.
Yeah, and Durant.
I think Durant is a B in the playoffs. I mean, maybe even a B minus. He wasn't as consistent as the Thunder needed him to be in the regular season. I'd give him an A. I mean, I thought he had bounced back and had a really good regular season, but it's a Stars game. The Stars for Golden State outshone the Thunder Stars.
And that was especially apparent in Game 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Good game. All right, hey, we'll be back right after this short timeout. Just as Thunder coach Billy Donovan needs to make the right call for the Thunder, you need to make the right call for your insurance adjuster. Brown O'Haver, Adjusters for the Insured, is the place to call to help with your claim against the insurance company. Brown O'Haver, with over 25 years experience, will help you get the best settlement you can from the insurance company, just as these people with their testimonial.
Brown O'Haver came in first, and I talked with Alice there. She came over here and met with me and just sounded wonderful.
Yeah, it was like an angel, honestly. Yeah. I mean, you see that light behind, on TV, but there's an angel and a light, and that's how I felt about Alice. And when I seen her, and just to hear her talk, and the calmness, and the, everything, it was
she's very confident. Makes you feel at ease.
Brown O'Haver, Adjusters for the Insured. Call Brown O'Haver today. Don't settle for less.
The first thing right off the bat I noticed is the maneuverability of it. The way I can throw that bike around is like I'm on my race bike. I can just throw it around for being such a big bike. The handling was, I think, really head to tails over any other bike I've rode.
I love it. I love the way it sits. I like the way it handles. I like the horsepower. I wish I'd have rode the Indian before I ever purchased my Harley. I'll be honest about it.
The handling is what's got me. For a cruiser tour bike, it's the handling.
I want the black one. You want the straight black? Yeah. Out of all that I've ridden, I like this one right here. I'm going to see if I can't trade my Harley for one.
Yeah, we're going down to the dealership either tonight or tomorrow.
Welcome back. Final segment, Thunder Weekly. This week we are at RV General Store. Rick Heath, Mark Rogers from you, camping out at the RV General Store. It's a great place. We got our fire, our marshmallows, our camping chairs, our camping table here, and you too can have that along with any of these beautiful RVs, camping trailers, or travel trailers, fifth wheels, all of that. And also, RV General Store is the home of the lifetime warranty. Only place in Oklahoma that you can get a lifetime warranty with your RV or fifth wheel or camping trailer. Come by, take a look at the great selection. If you already have an RV and you want to trade up, they've got a great trade-in program. Also, they have a wonderful service department where they will take care of you and get you ready to hit the road this summer at RV General Store. Also want to thank some other wonderful sponsors of Thunder Weekly this year. Trails Golf Club in Norman. If you're looking for a place for the summer for junior programs, your kids can swim, they can eat, they can have a great place to be. If you're looking for a place to put your kids in a great junior golf program, call the Trails today. Kathy has 364-3790 and sign them up for a junior program. I guarantee you the kids will love it and you will love it also. Sun and Ski Sports, 3 locations in Oklahoma. Don't go outside until you go to Sun and Ski Sports, the great names in clothing and footwear, water sports, all that and more. A lot of fun things to do and have out at Sun and Ski Sports. Indian Motorcycles of Oklahoma City, the only dealership in Oklahoma City for Indian Motorcycles, the oldest manufacturer of motorcycles in America. Indian Motorcycles, everything from a Scout to a big Chieftain, full dress. We saw those the other day when we were up there, Mark. It was a great place. And also they have the Slingshot side by side, which Mark and I need to go take a drive in, or maybe they won't trust us. I'm not really sure. And also Brown O'Haver, Adjusters for the Insured. Let Alice help and her staff help you get the settlement you want from your insurance company. Don't settle for what they offer. Get what you deserve. Give Alice at Brown O'Haver a call at 735-5510. Excuse me, lost my breath there.
It's all right, man. The fire over there might be getting
It's getting a little hot. You know, and there's been storms about, and so Brown O'Haver's phone's ringing already.
Yeah, it is.
And that phone is 735-5510. Okay, Mark, let's talk a little bit about what you think this Thunder roster is going to look like next year.
All right, well, Kevin Durant's the big question.
Yeah.
What he decides to do is of top priority. Dion Waiters, I think, has a lot to do with Kevin Durant as well. I think the market's going to be too high for Dion Waiters to pay him the kind of money to come back to Oklahoma City if Kevin Durant leaves. At that point, you're probably not right at the upper tier to compete for a championship, and you don't want to overpay for Dion Waiters, because I think Waiters' contract is going to be, with the new cap arrangements, is going to be near $14, $16 million a season.
I think 12, 14, I would pay Waiters, because
I
he's
think
not
that's
a
right.
starter.
I think that number is around 14. I mean,
Yeah.
and I think the Thunder, okay, so it's not apples to apples there. If they lose him, it's not like the Thunder has $14 million to go spend because they're over the cap. They would have about $5 million to spend, or they can go over the cap and sign their own player, Dion Waiters, to come back to Oklahoma City. So you can keep Dion for this amount of money, and you don't really have to be penalized for it other than
the cap space, the
right,
tax.
the tax.
Yeah.
Right, or you can not go over that and pay somebody $5 million, which we all know what $5 million player in this day and age is Kyle Singler.
That's good. It looks a lot like Singler.
Right, and that's just what it is. I mean, so Dion's going to get overpaid no matter where he's Oklahoma City or here.
Obviously, it's going to be a domino effect. First is Kevin, and get Kevin signed, and then let the dominoes fall. You can't sign Waiters and then wait on Kevin.
Right, that's 100% accurate. Yeah. I think, Rick, you have to look at and examine a couple of other things. The Thunder needs depth. They need better players. They need a guy that can dribble the ball, I think, a little bit more. They need better shooting. Their three-point percentage was down this year, and we see how the game is impacted by three-point shooting. The Cavs have done great in the playoffs shooting the three. The Warriors are the best at shooting the three probably ever, with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry in the backcourt.
Right.
So I might consider a trade with an Ibaka, or possibly even if he's developing well, you might have to swallow hard and say Enes Kanter. We're going to have to pay both you and Adams at some point in time. I don't think there's enough money there. So the Thunder are going to have to start looking not one season out, but about 3 seasons out, Rick, and say, who's going to be our keepers? We're going to play max money to Steven Adams. I think we understand that. Yeah. So could we possibly trade Enes for some other pieces that's going to make this team better? So there's a lot for Sam Presti.
Well, that's contingent on keeping Ibaka, because, Ibaka may be trade bait also.
I think Ibaka would be a guy that he's $12 million next year, then he's a free agent. And so we know his price is going to go up too.
Yeah.
So, yes, Ibaka would be the first guy that would come to mind. But consider, too, you're not going to be able to pay Adams, Kanter,
and
likely going forward.
Yeah.
Definitely not Ibaka, but those two guys going forward. Not going to be able to keep them both.
So, so it looks like, then let's go. Waiters is re-signed if KD signs.
Mm-hmm.
They go over the cap. They keep Enes, they keep Adams. He's still on his rookie contract. They might re-sign him, try to get him another 4-year deal and bump him up with the salary cap going up.
Right.
Because they know that TV money is going to keep going up, and they can afford to gamble a little bit, especially for the best young big man coming up in the NBA.
They will definitely try to max Steven Adams, because, his value is only going up. He's 22, and they will offer him a max deal when they can.
And of course Russ has got to be signed at some point next year. You don't address that till it comes up.
Well, he's going to probably want to see the same consideration as Kevin, where he
max them both.
Well, you absolutely do, but he'll want to maybe see what's out there, and if there's a better place for him to go, perhaps to try to win a championship, or lifestyle-wise. I think he's a little bit different than Kevin. I think Kevin's more basketball.
Yeah.
I think Russ is more basketball plus other things.
With his fashion and all that, I wouldn't be surprised. But if Kevin stays, I think Russell stays.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Mark and I are camping out here at RV General Store. Come by and see the great selection of RVs here at RV General Store, the home of the lifetime warranty. We'll see you next time on Thunder Weekly.